You are muted, Miriam.
So can you please access the screen now?
Yes, we see your screen.
Okay. So this is 2021-20. So I can add, as per your suggestion, Sir Andrew, in my next presentation to write down the 2023 as well. So this is strategic and marketing plan for International Women's Day Conference. So we can go through quickly because of the time shortage. So we have we are on the
Miriam, take your time. We have time, so take your time.
Okay, so we are on the women's empowerment principles. In our previous meeting, we have this slide on a different aspect, but today we are going to introduce this slide in terms of the upcoming conference. So in this conference, we have principle 1, we are going to promote leadership, promote and gender equality. And we are also going equal opportunity, inclusion and non-discrimination. Principle 3, health, safety and freedom from violence. Principle 4 is education and training. And 5 is enterprise development, supply chain and marketing practices. So these 5 principles are going to be cater the whole agenda of upcoming conference. With the special permission of Dr. Calvin Morgan, we took this picture of a video. And after the conversation of Star Lady today, yes, we are going to giving a special space in this conference for the widows and widows upgradation and for their development as well through different talk, events, speeches, projects, ideas, so many things. So I think so I can proudly announce that this platform is going to be a super supporting platform for the Widows program, and we have already displayed the Widows Foundation, United Widows Foundation logo as well as a main organizer. So this is our contribution as a international platform, international conference platform for this widow program. So this is it, March. So we have International Women's Day Conference campaign theme. So we are going to start from today, Ask a Woman. Ask a Woman is the official campaign theme for our upcoming conference 2022. So every social platform, every IT teams and web developers and internees and observers can support us to promote this campaign theme of Ask a Woman for the whole year. Yes, sir?
Mary, we have to stop. We have to change this from WOMEN to WOMAN. It should be Ask a Woman.
Okay, sir. So, so this campaign is going to be an official campaign of this conference. So this is the agenda we have already go through. So we can skip this slide. These are International Women's Day Conference categories, and many members are attached with this exercise from last 2-3 days. And we have 4 different categories for this conference. Number 1, community services. Until now, 10 women leaders have joined this community services category in a different WhatsApp group with us. Then we have women's businesses. 17 women leaders from different countries have joined in this category from across the globe. Sustainable Development Goals, Education to Action. joined by 8 women, but now we have this number on 11 as well, because in the evening, 3 more persons are added in this group as well. So women in agriculture, joined by 9 women leaders, and we can add, I think so, the men as well in this group as a supporting person for this category as well. So we have the 4 major categories, depending on the organizational structures, depending on the platform structures, or as an individuals. So you can join as per your relevant categories of this upcoming conference.
Miriam?
Yes, sir.
I would like to ask Joan Kerr if she would agree that I believe we should add women in energy, because in the first place, energy is going to be so important for the entire world. And because Joan Kerr is representing an organization that supports women in energy, if she's willing, I think she would be a perfect person if we want to think about adding a 5th category. But Joan Kerr, I'll ask you directly.
Yes, ma'am, if you can, if you are with us, and you can.
Yeah, I am. I would think it's going to be an instrumental sector for women to develop economically. Certainly, there's a lot of money. Thank you, Prince Andrew, by the way. Yes, thank you. This is new to me, so yes, it would be, if everyone agrees, it would be a really, really good addition.
Okay, so I have I took in the notes, and we can add the 5th categories, and also we can brainstorm further on this category as well. So we have then 5 categories for upcoming conference. Thank you so much, sir. And also we can add then the International Women's Day conferences recognize growth, and we are focusing on international businesses, community services projects, and global agroeconomic potential. And Princess Andrew, if you can, if you suggest us, we can add more, steps in this slide as well, in terms of energy, which you have added in the previous as 5th category.
I'll turn all that over to Joan Kerr. She's a subject matter expert.
Thank you. What was the question, Miriam?
Ma'am, I'm saying that we have already selected 3, steps of the recognized growth through this conference. This is right. International businesses, community services projects, and global agroeconomic potential for, for all countries. So we can add, as per previous 5th category, if you suggest as you and Sir Andrew, so we can add this one more step in the energy sector as well.
Yes, I would agree that it would be a crucial addition. The opportunities are almost endless now.
Okay.
And thank you to Prince Andrew. I've been working on this for the last 12 years. So, and I didn't mention, I'm the chair for the North American Working Group, for vice president for the North American Working Group to roll out energy projects across North America, but I work with all continents to do that.
Okay, thank you so much. And we will update this slide as well. So International Women's Day Conference 2022 dates are, this is from 4th March 2022 to 8th March 2022 as a virtual conference. Official colors we have already explained in previous meeting as well. These are the purple, green, and white official colors for this conference. And theme for this conference is Sustainable Development Goals 4, 5, and 17.
I would also vote to add number 7, which is energy. But again, this is just my suggestion, because again, we have companies all over the world right now that are focusing money and support for energy. But again, it's just my suggestion. That's all.
So yes, this is all up to us as a team, because these 3 goals are announced by UN for the upcoming conference. But as as an organizing or planning, process, we can add, we can enhance the number of goals here as well. If everyone is agree for the goal 7 or even goal 8 as well, decent working for all, I think so we can add. But we can brainstorm on this slide as well.
Yeah.
Anybody can, give their opinion.
Well, since you've already established the theme of the Sustainable Development Goals, if everyone wants to add it, that's one thing, but we can also add it to partnerships and sort of work within the already established theme.
Yeah.
So we can do that as well.
Partnerships are already there through goal 17, but we have, goal 4, 5, and 17. But as per Sir Andrew's suggestion, later if we want to add 1 more goal, 2 more goals, so then we can focus on the 5 goals in our conference. So I think so. We can leave on the hall as a question, so we can brainstorm in the conclusion as well. These are the targets already. So many persons visited this slides many times. We have one main stage here in Pakistan, or even we can set a stage in South Africa as well. It all depends on the team which is going to control this conference virtually. And we are going to cater 50 plus countries with us, 10 plus sustainable development goals. So we have the provision to add more goals in our targets. So we are not only depending on these 3 goals, we can add more goals if the other team are also agree. So we are trying to cater 200 plus speakers, consultants, practitioners, students in this conference, as not only as a speakers. They can join this conference in different roles or in different categories, through different events, through different ideas and approaches, not only as a speakers or only delivering speech. They can join this conference in by different events. So later we can discuss that how can which sort of category in this 200 plus speakers we can divide in different events as well.
Before we go further, I would like to ask the IT person. I'm afraid I did not get her name, but I would like for us to use best practices.
She's Lucia.
There's no way that we can give adequate to all of these objectives within the period of time that we have set up. I suggest we take a leaf out of the book of the World Economic Forum and also the Global Compact. Just earlier this year, they had at least this many participants, but they had all recorded the material in advance. So I'm suggesting that we do our best to not just pre-record as much as possible, but we are going to also have to add the cost. We need to add at least $100 per hour so we can close caption each one of our video presentations, so that no matter what language anyone speaks, they'll be able to understand what is said. So I'll leave it there for further discussion.
Sure. So I think so we have 2-3 IT persons today, including Madam Suraya Banu from India. So all these persons can support this in this way regarding this, especially this target of speakers and consultants and practitioners and business leaders as well. So moving forward towards 30 plus sponsors, we are going to cater women businesses, development companies and platforms, or even we are going to request other companies as well, civil society organizations, non-profit organizations, governmental organizations. They can be a sponsor for one day, for one event, for the whole conference. It all up to you on the different packages. Here, I would like to request if Jenny can speak on this point, that how can we engage different sponsors on the through different companies or through different platforms. So Jenny, are you with us?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So hello, everyone. I'm excited about how in advance we are planning this conference, because it does give us more time than we had last year to seek sponsorships and partnerships. And if we do this correctly, it's not really a difficult thing to do. It's more like fishing. You need to cast the net very wide, and then reel in the right sponsors and partners that are mission aligned, who really have a vested interest. They want to know what's in it for them, right? So I think that the first thing is that we need to have a sponsorship letter, which Miriam, I know that you were working on last year. I was working on with you. So we need to firstly finalize our sponsorship letter. And then once we do that, what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to create a document that will be available, and I'll put in the organizers WhatsApp chat that has, it will be a Google Sheets that has color-coded categories of different types of people that we want to engage, that I was talking about earlier in my introduction. So monetary sponsors, people who might give money to support maybe the closed captioning that Andrew was mentioning, maybe certain theme songs or other things that might cost money to organize. And then also cross promoters and referral partners. So we don't want to underestimate the power of referral partners. So people who might not be able to contribute monetarily, but may be interested, maybe they have an event that's also doing something around Women's History Month or women's empowerment, and we have an event and we can cross promote the event. So that's another category. Basically, the way to approach sponsors is that we really need to start local before we go global. So we shouldn't really be thinking big corporations. We should really be thinking getting local small businesses involved and then giving them a buy-in. So typically that buy-in will be some type of chance to speak at the event. So we need to make sure that there are like speaker spots that are specifically intended for sponsors, or like commercial spots that are intended for sponsors, or a chance to promote their women-owned business. So we want to be targeting women-owned, women-managed small businesses, people in fashion, people in community services, mental health, any of the themes that we're starting. So what I can do is I can organize the document and just leave it blank, and then give it to the team to input their local information. So if they have an idea under a certain category, they can use the categories that I've put so that the document is live and it's between people on the organizing team that we can all see. And then we can have a check mark for if we've sent an email, if we've made a phone call, if we've gotten an agreement, so that we're all viewing the same document and we're not doing redundant work. So we want to prevent ourselves from doing redundant things where we're all making a sponsorship letter or we're all sending an email. We want to streamline this as much as possible. So I'll take the lead on making the document. And then if people can start brainstorming what their local business is. So if it's Jones in Canada, or Miriam's in Pakistan, Lucia in Indonesia, if we can each come up with three to five, or maybe 10 companies to send out those emails to, then we can have the university interns actually be responsible for sending the emails and following up on the emails. And we can just have very easy templates to give those folks who know, once they have the contact list, what to do. And they send the email, they do a follow-up email, and then we can have the main organizers engage once we get to the phone call, the discovery call, or the agreement. Does that make sense, Miriam?
Yes, thank you so much. Because this talk can help our all members, especially the new members, that how we are moving and what are the
Oh, wait, I don't hear you. Hold on.
Yeah.
We hear her, Jenny.
So No, no, it's clear.
Okay, there we go. Can you say that again?
So I'm saying that this is very important because, especially for the new members, that how we are going to, touch every target and what are the strategy to achieve such kind of targets, especially in terms of starting from the countries, speakers, sponsors, or last partners. International Women's Day Conference partners having 3 categories. Number 1, the funding partners. Number 3, the technical partners, and then strategic partners. So all members, every platform, all organizations can choose these 3 categories to be the partner of the conference. So now we have the targets and timelines. So quickly we can see again the same tasks, invitation of participation to different countries, members. We have August, September, October, and November. And Princess Andrew and other members, you can also add your opinion in this slide as well, because this timeline, I have decided as per my, understanding that how much we need time to streamline, as per the task. So if you think we can change this, so this is open for everyone. So selection of speakers, we have also 4 months. Again, sponsor, we are taking 5 months. For the partners, we are taking 5 months. And for the social media marketing, International Women's Day campaign, website, official song, marketing material, and analysis is an ongoing process starting from, you can say, from today. And we are going to target web developers, students, marketing experts, and IT companies. So these are the targets with the timelines. And if anybody else wants to add something in terms of timelines, you all are welcome to speak on this slide as well. So initiative of power, wisdom, and skills. This is the previous slide. Dr. Tamara already explained the previous conference theme and the work. How can we, decide to conduct the conference? What are the themes? What are the agenda? What are the goals of the conference? So this was basically the overview of the previous 2021 conference. International Women's Day Conference 2020, a league of social transformation, because this is ongoing process till 2030. So we are moving with the sustainable development goals year by year, and with the higher targets, with the higher, goals for this international conference. So this is a social transformation, a league of social transformation, because we are facing impact of globalization, global environment changes, economic and financial crisis resulting in growth, inequalities, extreme poverty, exclusions, and denial of basic human rights. So these transformations demonstrate the urge for innovative solutions conducive to universal values of peace, human dignity, gender equality. So all these things are going to be catered in this conference, and under the Hans principle, key actors of social transformation. So every member can be a person or a key changer person for this social transformation. So this is the concept of International Women's Day Conference. This is, slightly a big text, but this is important because we are unable to share documents with everyone. So that's why I put this on my presentation. So International Women's Day is celebrated annually on 8th March. It offers an opportunity to reflect on progress made, to all for change, and to celebrate acts to courage and determination by ordinary women who have played an extraordinary role in the history of their countries and communities. So we have already a lot of members which are doing great work in their extraordinary work in their countries. And so many are also currently present in this meeting as well. In the light of current year, March 2021, a group of like-minded women leaders from 17 countries participated and observed that women are the leaders all over the world in almost every field of life. They lead business process for economic development, running businesses, establishing businesses, venture as successful entrepreneurs, building communities, leading nations, serving on front desk in hospitals and schools. They are president of countries and cooperative boards as well. They are promoting peace, heading international organizations for saving and promoting grassroots organizations, participating at larger scale in agriculture, enhancing their presence in sports teams, labor and environmental movements, often while caring of their families and community. So this is the concept of international conference. We have a long week celebrations already shared with you. We encourage all women leaders with their initiatives, ideas, proposals, suggestions for girls and women who dream for leadership to take up. Conference was based on do not wait. It is your right, and the world needs you now more than ever through 10 points charter of demand at the closing of the conference. In March 2022 International Women's Day Conference, we believe that women collectively will change our world for the better tomorrow. Where there is gender equality, societies are more prosperous, peace is more durable, economic conditions will be more powerful, education will be accessible for all, good health will be the priority of all families and nations, networking and partnership will be the backbone of every initiative, and societies will get benefits collectively. Although many obstacles still block women's path to leadership, one of the most fundamental is the lack of awareness about the women's rights. Many women cannot make basic decisions about their work, families, communities, as well as no access to share their will and opinion as citizens or like men, such as lack of civic education, lack of their own rights, or even make their own health care choices. International Women's Day major objective of the week-long virtual conference dated 4th to 8th March 2022, no woman should be left or denied their choices. Choices to know, choices to learn, choices to implement, choices to accelerate, choices to invest, and finally choose a better life by building stronger families, communities, and nations. We are here to work as showcase for these women and highlighting them as shining leaders through this global platform, in which we are hoping for plus 50 countries as women leaders and best representatives of their countries. This is the concept note, especially this slide is the whole concept of the upcoming conference. This is the previous slide using our strengths to the strategic inputs, our people and culture, countries as brands, knowledge and skills, relationships, and financial strengths as well. So International Women's Day 2020, what we are going to raise, we are raised the brand placement, we are giving national and international branding, social media marketing, promotion at our events, global recognitions, email marketing, and cause marketing. So these are all services offered for each platform, for each individual which are coming to join this conference as a partner or as a participant. Our strategy for International Women's Day, number one, we are focusing for the better businesses, better societies, and social impact investments. So this is the team formation, which we can discuss it later as well, because we are now having new members as well. Few are the previous, but we can add more members. And all these teams are based on the tasks as well. Just for example, like we are having 50 partners for International Women's Day. So these 4 to 5 persons, or might be now we can increase the number as well, because now we have enough members. So these 5, 6, 7 members are going to be focused on, calling and connecting 50 partners. So similar the other slides as well.
Excuse me, Miriam. Please change the spelling of Dr. Tamara. Her name is not spelled correctly.
Sorry, sir, I can't hear you properly.
Just a minute. For Dr. Tamara, I believe her name is spelled incorrectly. Please go back to check.
Okay, sir, we can check all slides, because we are going to add new members as well. We will check the spellings and everything after this presentation, or because we are going to update this further.
Thank you.
So our operating model for 2021 to 2030, we are built for impact, not for the scale. We are focusing to create, to scale, to activate, and sustain. So this is the model for operating this international conference till 2030. Social actions for sustainable investments during and after conference. This is also very important and very interesting slide, because through these 3 actions and in 3 steps, we are going to cover every single woman, or even every single person on the globe, if we are going to follow this model. I'm just going to read the first action, that invest in small business owners, help every girl and woman feel valued, and mentor a girl close to your home. So second step is slightly, bigger than previous, and third is the impact of maximizing, tell the women in your life that you care about them, and support girls, women in crisis as well, because we are also talking about the peace and harmony. These are the founders of the network and the conference. This is the GWDN wall. And thank you so much. So this is the today's presentation. No, as per agenda, I think so we are moving towards highlights of the conference. So I think so we have covered already. Sir Andrew William, if you want to speak on the highlights of the conference, or even you can take a few comments from the group as well.
I'm sorry, was that to me, Miriam? I did not hear you.
Sorry?
Who were you speaking to?
No, I'm saying that if you want to speak on the highlights of the conference, or even you can invite someone to discuss about the highlights of the conference after this presentation.
Oh, yes. Well, thank you so very much. And I'm always very much impressed and inspired by the work that you have been doing. And of course, that Dr. Tamara has been doing. And I neglected to say that I'm actually here also as her representative as Deputy Director for IMEF. So I'm committed to everything we're trying to get done. However, I think we have to take advantage of what we have already done. Again, the first event was amazing, and I know we did record a lot of it. I think it's important that we begin to take Jenny Carrington's idea and begin to grow locally, wherever we are locally. That's where we all have to start. Also, from a technology standpoint, We have to now begin to get familiar with the platform that we're going to be introducing next year. We need to begin to have events, small events that lead up to the big event, so people know how to access it, how to take advantage of it. And so I just encourage everyone to start thinking about ways we can use existing tools and resources. For example, in the chat, I put a link to Youth for Global Goals. They have a booklet that's available in 30 different languages that describe each of the Sustainable Development Goals. And it also provides a curriculum for students, for schools, for businesses, and for the governments. So I believe it's important that we take it, we don't have to create a new wheel. We take what's already there and then adapt them to what we're trying to accomplish. Also, I myself am disabled. There is a vision in Vision 2030 for people with disabilities. They also have 17 different goals. There's also one that focuses on gender equality. Again, I suggest we pull out of the existing resources, and that way I believe we can get sponsorship. We may be able to get sponsorship, or at least the approval of these organizations to support what we're trying to do as we demonstrate what we are doing on their behalf. As we go forward, compliance is one of the most important necessities of going forward. Also in the chat, there's a woman that's now the head of the United Nations Global Compact. There's a woman that's the head of the World Trade Organization. There's a woman at the head of the United States representative to the United Nations. There's a woman at the head of all these organizations worldwide. We need to attract them to what we're doing, but we need to know what they're doing that we are benefiting. For example, Dr. Tamara, last year, she joined the UN Women's in New York. They have specific programs. Joan Kerr is a member of ECOSOC. What we're talking about has major implications for all these things. So I'm just suggesting that we empower those interns that you have to begin to identify who we actually have at the table. And then we use what they do for us to give them work study credits that they can either use at school, or we help them to create resumes so they can begin to earn money from other places around the world. We don't have to rely upon India for outsourcing. We can outsource from Canada. We can outsource from Pakistan. We can outsource from Nigeria, but it's up to us to build these into our strategies. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And I think so all your suggestions are really very useful. And soon after this conference, we are going to having orientation sessions with the internees as well. We have orientation sessions with the different countries groups as well. So through these orientations, we can spread the message, and we can change and update our presentations or ideas side by side with the new meetings and with the new persons as well. So thank you so much. And I think so now we can do this. It's an idea from my side that if we can get as a homework of from this meeting about the roles and responsibilities, about the marketing plans and ideas. We have the teams I have already mentioned here, but we can take these three portions or sessions of today's meeting as a homework when we met to again for the same sort of meeting on the next stage. We will focus and discuss by the groups, like from Andrew William and Dr. Kelvin will be present their marketing plans, and Jenny and her team as well present their marketing ideas, and roles and responsibilities we can share from we can also establish a group for the roles and responsibilities as well. So I think so. This is my suggestion, sir. If you can speak on this as well, because right now, if we go to the details of the marketing plan, I think so. We can discuss this, but we are not in position to offer the tangible things. So if we can slightly do the work on this, brainstorm on these three sessions on the WhatsApp or on the emails as well, so we can be again with the best things for the next meetings.
Well, in the first place, I recommend that you post into the WhatsApp group chat the documents for the
Okay.
slides for today, so that we will
Okay.
all have access to the material, and then we can begin to make decisions after
Sure,
that.
sir. Okay. So now we have 3 sessions, which we are going to deliver to the all members, or even on the groups. I will post this. We are going to discuss or finalize the ideas, plans, and roles and responsibilities. So in our next meetup for the conference purpose, we will discuss these 3 sessions in terms of presentations or speech or something like this from these group members. So again, we are going to focus on the future plans of the International Women's Day Conference as well. And in the future plans, I'm going to request Princess Epi as well, because we have the 4 categories. And in these 4 categories, we are going to put this agenda point as well, that every member can speak on the future plans of the International Women's Day Conference. And I will compile the whole suggestions and feedback and the data from these WhatsApp groups, and I can make a document on the name of future plans of International Women's Day Conference. So now we have the silent observers regarding website and social media team. Joshna with us. She joined especially for the today's meeting analysis. How can we put and how can we put all these things on the website of the conference website? How can she offer her services? Joshna, are you with us right now?
Yes, I am, Ms. Miriam.
Okay, so I think so now you have attended today's meetup and you can get a better idea that what exactly we are going to do. A few agenda sessions we have converted for the next meeting as well. But I think so the major idea you can get as a web developer or as a web developer company owner, that what you suggest on this platform today.
So 100%. So what I'm going to do is I've made quite a bit of notes. I'm going to consolidate that and then throw my ideas forward to you. And then maybe at the next meeting or with whoever I can brainstorm that. That will be awesome, because I got a very clear understanding now of what needs to be done and the different aspects of it. So we can, together with the marketing team, I think it's going to be great. Yeah.
Okay, so Joshna, I can also create a WhatsApp group. So all IT members from different countries, like from India, Indonesia, and the 2-3 other countries as well. So all these members can be assist you, and they can provide materials. They can give suggestions, because we need this website in this month, like in August. So all these members can help you, support you, assist you. So I think so. Soon I will prepare this group. First, I want to talk to them, and I will share with you as well. And then I think so this task will be done from your company as a partner, or as an individual, as a member from your side as well.
100%, whichever one works, Ms. Miriam. I think it will be great. Also, I love the idea about the internships, but we'll take that on another time.
Okay.
Everyone's, yeah, I think getting all the IT people together will be brilliant as well, because then
Yes.
you throw your ideas and we can
because
start the way forward.
because we
That
are
will
not
be
only
perfect.
going to focus the website only, because we need the proper whole conference plan for the social media, for the advertisement, for the material. So all these persons can be a very good source for you, especially for the work designing, brainstorming, suggestions, everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Looking forward. I'll wait.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this is all from my side now.
One comment for the IT
Yes, sir.
team. I suggest that we think about this as a docu-reality series, because this has implications not just for us, but for everyone around the world. If we treat it like that from the beginning, we can take full advantage of opportunities that come up. This may even be a
Okay.
Netflix event. Who knows?
Okay. Sure.
Miriam,
I
it's
think so.
Joan. I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
The website, is it focused entirely on the conference or on the network?
No, this is purely for the conference, and this
Okay.
will continue only for the conference, not for the
Okay.
network. So network
So
is
then-
having
so
a
then-
different website.
Oh, okay, so we would be then working on the next conference the following year, sort of thing. So it's a continuation of all, yeah, okay,
Yes,
Great.
so this will
Yeah.
upgrade year by year.
right,
And currently we are taking whole material which we are discussing in the meetings or making documents, making marketing plans, ideas, everything will be so the member can starting from the registration, and they can get the report from the website about this. So everything they can find on this website.
fantastic, thanks.
Yeah. So thank you so much. This is all from my side.
Oh,
And yes, sir.
one final thought. I know I don't want to frighten anyone, but what we're doing has implications for the remaining decade for the Sustainable Development Goals. This is only the second iteration. Every 15 years, there's a new one. But right now, the entire world is focused on what they call the Decade for Action on Delivery of the SDGs. If we do this right, I believe we can look for anchor sponsors that make us take us out through the entire 10 years. As I said, the United Nations Global Compact has corporations that have already made their commitments. I think it's smart if we attract those people that already made multi-year commitments. This is not a one-off. This is a forever. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And at the end of the meeting, I'm going to request Princess Seppi for the closing remarks for today's meeting and conclusion as well. Princess Seppi, are you with us, please?
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. We have arrived at the end already.
Yes. No, we quickly, rolled out the meeting because it's too late here as well. But we take 3 sessions as a homework of for the next meeting, and we will be, visit each other in the next meeting with a more, tangible work in the groups or as an individual as well. So we skip 3 sessions and we take these 3 sessions in the next meeting.
Right, right. I see. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miriam, for captaining us and for the great work that you have always been doing in leading us. Indeed, you are just excellent. And thank you so much to Dr. Tamara as well. Is she still with us? Thank you so much, Jenny, John Kerr, and the whole team. I would also like to thank everyone who has taken up commitments as of today to have their hands on the deck. Yes, we need as many hands as possible. And we know that the hands of women, I don't even need to mention, they are as strong, they are very effective. And the hands of all our gentlemen that are here, Ambassador Andrew, Prince Andrew, Dr. Kevin, and all our gentlemen that have been working with us, that have seen us, and they believe in what we are doing. And thank you so much. I was very impressed by the gentleman who said he already has 700 women. So you saw on the chat when I said we now need to even open it up to maybe 1,000 to 2,000 participants to open the platform already. That is impressive. Jenny, thank you so much also for the initiative that you have taken to already start with the documents, because yes, marketing is the one that will lead all the activities. I just would like to say as well, the next meeting we are going to be having on the 17th, I would like to believe, taking that between the 15th and the 16th is the it's the Independence Day for India. So because we want to celebrate with them, we recognize that perhaps we will have the meeting on the 17th. Could we perhaps just diarize the 17th, and then we will be following with the communication. closer to the time as we did with this one. From my side, I think that is that. We will be carrying on speaking to the teams as the teams are formed. We will be speaking to them, we'll be engaging with one another, not perhaps just towards the meeting, so that when we come into the meeting, it's just the report back. But I would like us to see that those activities moving and the conversations kick-starting. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to everybody, to all those that have stayed with us until this midnight, to them, Pakistan, India. Thank you, Madam Miriam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, every member, for joining this late meeting, and also Prince Andrew for this whole work you put on Facebook live streaming and recording of the conference. And Dr. Tamara, are you with us, please? Okay, so thank you so much for everyone, and good night from my side.
Night,
Bye-bye.
everybody. Good night. It's
Good
a
night.
Good night.
it's still a
Bye-bye.
good
Thank you
morning.
all for your great work.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Joan and the
See you,
America,
inshallah.
have
See you.
a wonderful
See
day.
you.
To all of us in the side, a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
I've got my